Hi, my name is Tamara Jade. I'm from Bowie, Maryland, and I have a ton of family back home in the DC metropolitan area that are rooting for me, and I'm so excited. I miss them, and I wish I could take them on this journey with me. But I wanted to audition for The Voice because I have been a part of the music industry my whole life, and at this point, I want to step out of being in the background and a supporting vocalist, and to become the legendary artist that I desire to be, and to kind of go from the background into the foreground to achieve stardom. This season was definitely a new experience, I think, for everybody participating. Going through production in a socially distant environment has really been challenging, but also rewarding. I'll say the biggest challenge has been not really having a sense of community within a very close-knit community. The musical community is really something that anybody who's a part of really thrives off of social interaction and thrives off of, you know, the emotional energy that we exchange with one another. Even with not having an audience, having a virtual audience, those have all been different and challenging. It creates the challenge for artists to have to communicate without energy being given back to them. So that's definitely a challenge. But I will say the reward is that it has really caused me to have to focus without really any distractions. You 100% have time to yourself. You have space to yourself to really focus, rehearse, decide your why for being here, your why for doing this. So it's definitely been challenging, but it's had its rewards as well. But social interaction is absolutely missed. My singing journey has been filled with lots of twists and turns. But it started out when I was about somewhere between 4 and 6 years old. I began singing at church and in life events for my family. The first life event, and earliest life event I remember singing at was my godmother's rehearsal dinner for her wedding, and I think I was about 4. And then from then on, I think I just got bit by the bug. I do come from a musical family where my mom sings, my brothers both sing and play, and we just kind of always had music in our lives. I went to a performing arts program for high school and then matriculated to a conservatory for college, where I studied vocal performance and specifically opera for about 10 years in high school and college. And then after that, I toured Germany, Italy, and Austria with a gospel touring group for 3 months. And then I took a hiatus for 3 years. I didn't want to sing. I didn't want to look at a score. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lead a normal life. So in those 3 years that I took a break, I taught special education in DC, and it was amazing. And at the end of that, I decided to go back to singing, and I moved to New York City. And I spent 4 years there as full-time a singer, actress, working musician, and that's entirely how I began to make my living full-time. And since 2016, I've been working full-time as a singer, actress, musician, entertainer, all of those things under that performance umbrella. Currently, I have been back in Maryland with my family during the quarantine, but immediately prior to that, I had the opportunity to tour with an artist by the name of Corey Henry. Corey Henry and the Funk Apostles. We got to go all over the world, including the Philippines and Indonesia. And in 2019, I had the wonderful opportunity to perform with Lizzo on the VMA stage with MTV. So pretty much the journey has been all over the place, but this is the time now where I really want to step out and kind of use everything that I've learned to pour back into my own artistry. I would describe my singing style as very soulful, hence I'm a soul artist. And for me, that just means that everything I sing comes from my soul. And so that delivery might come out jazzy, that delivery might come out with gospel belting, that delivery might come out with musical theater, phrasing, but no matter what, it's pulled from within me and within my energy, my soul, and how I feel like that should be interpreted in that moment. And so that's really my singing style. It's kind of a little bit of everything all in one, but all to a soulful soundtrack.